Yo, what is up, guys? Joker here, bringing you another video for Torchlight Infinite Season 10 with our day 4 recap. I believe it's day 4. And oh boy, we've leveled up the character quite a lot. Like, I'll start
Please
the
select
video
the
off this
calibration
time with a
intensity for
damage check
invincibility
as
number
opposed
2.
to, throwing it at the end of the video like we did last time. I don't know why I did that. But we're slightly over 1 billion damage, right? We have 1 bill. If you look at our average DPS spam, it's staying about little less than 1 bill. So we have about 1 billion damage from our 300 mil. So we literally tripled our damage. The progression on this character has actually been super smooth compared to my past seasons. I don't know if the character is just stronger than my other characters were, or if I just got better at scaling characters. But if we go ahead and take a look at the gear, the helmet, the necklace, the gloves, the belts, the rings, all are the same. The only new items we have are wands. We went ahead and got some +2 wands. These were already crafted actually. All I did was I didn't do anything to them. They were already crafted. That sentence went nowhere. We are changing the spell burst charge speed to crit chance when we get more money. But we bought one of these for like 300 FE and the other one's like 400 FE. And the reason why I just flat out bought them is because I figured buying the base and then crafting them and then getting the energy maxed out, right? All in all would be more expensive than just buying them when I saw it for like 300 and 400 FE. I'm like, that's a huge power spike because each of these weapons was a 50% damage increase over my previous wands, right? So really big deal there. And then we just finished crafting a pair of new boots with all T1s. That way we could get the +1 level of lightning skill gem. We swapped our chest plate to Frozen Path, which kind of does the same thing as the other by giving us a bunch of crit, except for this gives us a bunch of flat crit as opposed to a bunch of percent increased. Technically, the other chest plate for like just raw crit is probably better because it stacks up to that 400% increased, right? But with this, it also gives us a decent amount of defense. We have the 28% energy shield, right? 28% max energy shield, and we have max res. Just like in PoE, max res helps you out quite a bit. So we're using this for right now. We are going to swap over
9 or
to
7.
that other
Help
chest
yourself
plate
to the
here
cup.
whenever we can. The Shattered Moonlight, which gives us a Psychic Burst and Beacon, allowing us to take another talent keystone, as well as socket another support in here. So that will be another massive damage increase. The only reason why we haven't done that, why haven't we done that? There's a reason why we haven't done that. I just cannot remember what it actually is. Same thing goes for the helmet and the necklace. Now, these are my weaker pieces of gear, but until I can get the spell burst
9 or 7.
amulet,
Help
which I
yourself
actually
to the cup.
scammed myself a little bit earlier, this amulet is actually really tricky. So if you go to the Law of Greed, you can see 20 to 30% skill area per stack, per max stack of spell burst, right? But this has another modifier that it can roll where it's damage per stack of spell burst. I kind of flipped myself here because I bought it for 345. I saw it, I didn't fully read it. I thought it only had the damage modifier, and I'm like, oh my god, that's such a good deal. Turns out I'm an idiot. So I just sold it back. I put it up for 20 FE less because the max life and the avoid actually are higher than the base roll of the 20, right? So I just took a 20 FE loss on it. Uh, the other thing that I added into the build is this, the Ethereal Prism Haze. The reason why that this wasn't in the build previously is because I thought that this like completely overwrote my core talent, and I'm like, okay, I just cannot use that, right? Like, play safe is too good. Like, I can't do that. But then I, actually tried it, and the fact that it just adds onto it for every stack of max spell burst, you get 6% additional spell damage up to 24%. And on top of that, we're also getting like 30 intelligence from this. And I think we're also getting like 6% attack speed or something. Uh, if I go like this, will it? No, it won't show me. Actually, you know what we could do real quick? We'll go ahead and we'll just unequip it, and then we'll go ahead and re-equip it real quick so you can see. So active count 6. So I'm assuming how this works is this is 30 intelligence and this is the 6% attack and cast speed. So that's really cool there. We also went ahead and we finished upgrading our hero memories. We went with just spell block again, right? Makes us a little bit tankier because we do feel super, super squishy. And I feel like we're going to feel that way until we get a lot more defenses into the character. Now that we actually are over the 1 bill mark, the upgrades that we're going to be looking at are probably just going to be uniques, right? Because Dawnbreaker is going to be an upgrade, Shattered Moonlight is going to be an upgrade, Law of Greed is going to be an upgrade, and then those gloves, yeah, these are also going to be a pretty massive upgrade. As you can see, it says 66% damage, which is insane. We do lose a lot of survivability, so I am going to try to get my rings crafted first. And then once we have a Dawnbreaker with the enchant, once we have a Dawnbreaker with the enchant for the extra spell burst stack, we can swap out our helmet and actually put on something else. I've seen people using this helmet. Where is it? I think I have it in my history. Da, 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 da. The one, you know what, we're just gonna find it through the Katava high scores because I know Fubgun was wearing it. So no, he changed it. Fucking really? As soon as I try to use you as an example, Larry. Okay, are any of you chain lightning, please? No? No? Okay, this example is falling apart rather quickly. This one. Akate's vision. I personally don't like this. I don't think it gives me enough, so I'm probably just going to use a T1 helmet, right? That way I can get a bunch more ES there, try to get some kind of respectable life pool. Let me think. Did we go over everything? No, we did not. We changed a bunch of our slates as well. Our pedigree is the same with bunch, but then for all of our slates, we primarily swapped almost all of them out, right? We got max spell burst here, we got spell level here, we got lightning skill here, and this is the same one we had that's giving us the uninterrupted energy shield recharge. So, like I was saying, upgrades, we're going to finish crafting our jewelry. Then we're going to buy a Dawnbreaker. Then we're going to get the +1 spell burst on the Dawnbreaker. And then we're going to make a new helmet. And then we'll probably upgrade our chest plate and our amulet at that point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For currency strategies, what I've been running recently is just a typical cube setup, right? Since I have the tier 3 pet, it's literally just 55 points in cube. And because I don't have much higher than a bill DPS and I'm trying to farm time mark 8 right now, I'm just literally running no sextants. So we're literally just going in raw. Oh, there we go. We're going in raw. We have no like additional juice on the maps. But the good thing about Time Mark 8 is the raw amount of FE that it prints is just significant, right? It's a huge upgrade compared to Time Mark 7. Like the amount of raw FE you get is worlds apart, and we're counting on that to actually continue upgrading the character. Overall, we've made about 2.5k FE in the 4 days, so we're roughly on like 6 or 700 FE a day, and on League Start I feel like that's pretty good, especially since it's only like my third league. But once again, my code for my character will be in the description, and the code for my star tree will be in the description. Don't forget to comment, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, until next time, take care.